Hello, yes. I'm Terry Morgan. I'm a landlord, which I've been doing for 23 years now. And since I became self-employed, I was buying properties to rent out. So I accumulated some flats and one house. And with the time it is for me, now is the right time for me to be selling some of these. And that's what I want to do to scale down the portfolio. Um, Towards the end of 24, I decided to put a flat in Angus on the market. It was a 2-bedroom flat that I had for 17 years, and I was looking around how I would do it. And I'm pretty sure it was something on the internet that got my attention. I can't recall exactly how I got to Springbok, but the ad caught my attention, and I contacted and I ended up talking to a lovely lady called Karen White, who guided me through how it happened. What prompted me to take it was it seemed to be more, being from a sales background myself, it seemed to be more sales focused than the traditional estate agents. That there seemed to be more strength on the marketing side, which I felt was a good thing because there's quite a lot of flats for sale. I like the aspect of that the people doing the marketing call you every week to give you an update, to tell you what's happening. There are suggestions, and it's a dialogue with whoever the handler is. I've had 3 different handlers now for the 3 properties, so I've been dealing with different personalities and talking to them on a regular basis about the individual buyers, prospective buyers, viewers, and so on. So the feedback is pretty consistent, being able to find out what's happened. The back office team to deal with anything on the marketing side in terms of website or changes or anything like that the support's been good. I've used traditional estate agents to sell properties in the past, and not necessarily properties that I've been renting out, but I have relocated 7 times, so I know about buying and selling. Sometimes it's quickly, sometimes it's not. And the situation when I was relocating, I really wanted to focus on where I was going, not the house that I'd been in. It was the house I was going to, so it was important for me to try and get a sale that moved fairly quickly. Sometimes that's the case because of the market, but my eye told me that something being put up for sale on a portal isn't quite the same as selling something. And what I found is I was more behind the scenes at Springbok. They were calling out to prospective buyers, they had investors. There seemed to be, and there is, more interest from that side as opposed to having the property on a portal waiting for someone to buy it. Every owner that wants to sell a property wants to sell that in the shortest space of time they can to get the best price, and there's always a balance to be struck there. So it's a case of you've got to find what works for you, what you feel comfortable with. I chose Springbok to do these because it was a seamless process. The weekly contact from the person doing the marketing, whoever it is, that is key. There is times, most of the time when the calls are coming in, I know who it is and I can take the call. On a few occasions, I've not been able to do that, and I've always been able to get a response back, which is really, really important. The worst thing in the world is not knowing if you're in this situation when you want things to move quickly. Whether the news is good or otherwise, you need to know. And I never found that to be an issue. Also, I'm always able to pick up the phone to Karen, speak to Karen White. She's been outstanding whenever I needed something doing, and when she couldn't do it herself, she would always point me in the right direction. But most of the time, she dealt with things very, very efficiently.